going on, folks? Another episode of Ryan Reviews Everything, and we are talking about the latest series to hit Netflix, especially if you like true crime, documentary-like type of stuff. Talking about Worst Ex Ever. This series, my only negative about this series is that it is too short. I wish there were more than 4 episodes, but this is a serious matter. These are real life stories that happen to people and have some unfortunate victims. Trigger warning, this does have unfortunate victims. This does, discuss sensitive issues such as domestic violence, being sexually assaulted, and murder for some of these cases. And so let's get into it, man. The 4 cases, each episode deals with a completely different case. And these are the 4 people. Episode 1, you have Ben Foster. Episode 2, you have Jerry Ramratton. Episode 3, you have it was a double header, like 2 suspects. You have May Lee and I believe Rosa Hill. And then episode 4, you have Kevin Lewis. Now, all those names mentioned, those were the examples of some of the worst exes that you've ever heard about. And yeah, I will say this. It does amaze me when I watch any type of a true crime show or anything like that. It amazes me some of the lengths people will go through in order to just get their way. That's the best way I could put it. I don't want to, hark on some, and I hope this doesn't come off as insensitive, because I do understand that it is a real issue in some cases. But some of these cases just don't. You can't hit me with maybe they have mental illness and that's why they act like that. Now, I really feel like some of these people were used to just a certain way of getting their way, and if they don't get their way, wild stuff goes down. For example, I think one of the all of them was wild in their own way, but I will say this: in the terms of Jerry Ramratton, he is one of the people in this story where he actually sexually violates one of his exes, and in order to prevent her from going to the cops about reporting it, he actually beats her to the punch and has 3 of his family friends make false statements that there's a woman going around impersonating to be a police officer and is robbing people. This woman spent, I want to say, like 2 years in jail behind this BS. And, also this one, and nobody is believing her story of her saying that she's innocent. Jerry Ramratton was a CI, pretty much an informant for the police, basically. And I think he did something with security. And I guess in order to avoid having his reputation messed up, like I said, he beat it to the punch. That's probably the biggest spoiler that I'll give out in terms of what these suspects were doing. There is another case to where I did, once again, I don't want it to come off the wrong way. Not victim blaming, not at all. But I did look at one of the victims a little sideways, like, all right, so this man beat on you the first time and then stole your social security cards, your credit cards. Some years pass by, he apologizes. Next you know, y'all back intimate again. Once again, I want to be clear. This is not victim blaming, but I just feel like there are just certain things to where all you need is one time for it to happen, and that one time is one time too many. If I'm a woman in that case, I'm done with you. Like, yeah, like the domestic violence was bad enough the first time, and I can't take you back after that. So I said too much already with one of the cases. I'll move on with that. Once again, this is shot very well. My heart goes out to any of the victims within this series. And I mean victims whether they were murdered or victims who who just went through a lot of, terror from their exes. Heart goes out to all of them. This is definitely a great watch. I do feel like everybody gets what they're deserved, and I'll leave it at that. If you've seen it before, let me know what you think. Love it or hate it, that's my opinion. Peace.